Okay. And we're live. And we're recording. Hi, my name is Logan. Have some time to stream today. I haven't streamed in a while. But I'm going to play some Satisfactory. So let's get into it. Going to start a new game, actually. We're going to go grass fields. Very simple. I'm skipping the intro because I have like a lot of hours on this game on previous saves, but I deleted them all. And we're going to go into this one. I'm going to call this... I can't do... Something Heavy Industries. Let's go with Astro Heavy Industries. That's my session name, because that's going to be my corpo. Astro Heavy Industries. Skipping the intro. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, let's see if I remember this. It's like riding a bike, right? Okay. So I got my Xeno Zapper equipped. We got to find resources.
Potential edible.
What are you?
Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fix-It to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Okay. I need iron.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system
Iron and
by
leaves.
Fix-It, the consumer is responsible
I think
for
because
any and all
we're going to have
consequences.
to
Store
lay
this
down the
potential
hub
resource for later use.
and get some power generation spinning up. What's this? Raw quartz. I'll take this.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements
Okay.
as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions.
So we've got quartz.
Store this potential resource.
Let's
for later
scan
use.
for some copper. There's copper there, 250. Let's scan for iron. I feel like iron and limestone are going to be more crucial. Okay, so we've got 3 veins over this way. Is there a limestone that way? There is. I feel like this cluster right here is probably a good place to start. Okay, so here's a bunch of iron. I think that is, yeah, iron. Impure. Whoa, okay, we got hogs. You're gonna die. Okay.
Samples of new
Where's that
alien
limestone?
species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous.
All right,
and a
limestone.
deep-seated skull
All
and
right, so
spine,
there are 2
suggesting it
limestone
is proficient
deposits
at inflicting and
here.
receiving blunt force trauma.
There's a few
Preserve
impure
the remains
iron
for
nodes
later study.
here. I want to try to find a pure iron node to set up on. Like, there's plenty. I want to start with pure iron because it's kind of crucial to do that in the early game because you're going to spend a lot of time mining resources, and you want to try and get as many resources out of the tier 1 miners as you can. And you can do that by finding more pure iron veins. Oh, and there's a blue slug. I wonder if I can get to it. I wonder. It's good to know. I'm gonna gather all this fiber. I'm gonna need it for power generation. Ping one more time. Is it this way? Yeah, there are iron deposits this way. Where's that copper? Okay, normal copper. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm being indecisive. I need to lay down some mining equipment. Okay, you're not hostile. I'm gonna head towards these two veins here and then make a call, make a decision. There's a SAM node below this, isn't there? I'm starting to remember this. You know what? That terrain I don't think is great for the hub. Over here will be good for the hub, though. Yeah, this is impure. It's impure iron, but there's multiples of them. You know what? Place the hub down here. Oh, this hog's been chasing me. Hello. Okay, that's down. I'm gonna go 300 something meters to that. I just circled around in a big loop. I'm being indecisive about my hub, but I think putting the hub down on this flat land here, near these couple nodes, is a good decision, a good call for now. We can always move it. Nothing in this game is permanent. It's a lot of times the best call is to build and rebuild. Yeah, I'm just gonna start building here. So I'm gonna lay down the hub. Not directly in front of... Oh, here's kind of a road. Not directly in front of that. I'll just plop it here. Okay. And I don't know what the first milestones are, but let's see. Base building. Foundations are useful to get. Foundations and logistics seem important. Let's go for base building first. And then I need for base building, I need plates, rods, and concretes. Okay. So first thing I want to do is I want to get power going. I know we do have basic power generation off the hub. So each of these hub generators will make 20 megawatts. That's not a lot. But I think because these make 30. And I have the supplies with which to make one of these. So how about this? How about we do one biomass burner? Yeah. One biomass burner. And I'm going to connect it via power pole to this. This will be my... Okay, so with each of these here, right? So each of these make 20. This makes 30, so 20 plus 20, 40, 30. So I'll have 70. 70 total. Wait a minute. There's another... I'm remembering. All this is coming back to me. I can make... Yeah, I can make biomass. I can actually craft biomass for now. That's a more efficient route to go. So we've got biomass leaves, and then biomass out of wood. Okay, 200 and 130. I need more. I want to put 200 in each. I want to put 200 in each of the generators. Although I don't think I want to turn the power on until I've got a couple of assembly lines built. Because I can't bank power yet. I need to be kind of mathematical and methodical with the things I choose to build and run at the early game, because I don't have power banks or anything like that. Okay. Get about 500 of these or so. And then I think steel plate production would probably be the simplest thing to spin up at the outset. So I'm going to work on that now. Yeah, I'm going to work on plate production now. So I need... It goes... I'm trying to remember. So it goes miner... Miner into smelter into constructor, right? Yep. So we're just building a linear system. So I think that's all we have access to right now, is to just make it a linear system. Oh, and we won't have clocking or anything either. It's gonna kind of suck and be inefficient, but... And I also need to put a storage bin at the end of the chain. It's a little sloppy, but okay. So I want this to make plates. I want this to make ingots. Okay. So 5 megawatt. 4, so that's 9. 4, so 5 plus 8. Okay, so that's 13. So that'll be stable. That'll be stable on 1 generator. So this is our plate production. So I want to get plates, rods, and concrete going. And I'll build this line as rods. Okay. So got that. Got my smelter. And then I'll get my constructor. Okay, so that's just gonna mine. I need ingots. So this is making what? This is making plates. This is gonna make rods. And then I need a storage container at the end of this chain. And then I will need to wire these up. But I don't want to click anything on until this is all built out. So there's that. And then where am I going to build my concrete? Was limestone near here, wasn't there? Limestone within 100 meters. Yeah, I'll build that over there. I think for concrete, I just need a... Oh, it's right here. Okay, wonderful. I think for concrete, I just need a miner and a constructor. Let's see. Yeah, concrete takes limestone. Takes ore, raw ore. Okay. So that's a less complex chain. Okay, so there's no cap on that one. Alright, so that's gonna create that. our stuff's gonna be way inefficient. Hey, Meth Bear, how are you? Yeah, I just, my lady and I got home from vacation. She's out doing things, getting her nails done, everything like that. And I just wanted to do a quick Satisfactory stream. I don't know, I haven't had time to stream in a while. But yeah, so I'm playing the autism game. Just raw limestone, that's right. Just raw limestone makes concrete. In this game, anyway. Okay, so there's that production line. Yeah, so limestone. Okay, yep. So limestone, and then that makes... Awesome. Good. So that's gonna... Okay, so now I need to connect up all my power. Yeah, she's getting her nails done. I think she's actually done getting her nails did. And then a little bit later, we're gonna go out to dinner. But it's early here. I got a lot of my like household stuff done after vacation. Like I unpacked, we did laundry, all that stuff. And I was done with that stuff way before I thought I was. So she's snoozing because she didn't sleep well during the vacation. That's how it goes. I slept fine. But we had a fun time. We had a fun time in Boston. Okay, let's get our power going. I gotta make some stuff here. I gotta make some biomass. I was gonna stream Hitman, but I wanted something more laid back. I was thinking about streaming Hitman or Mech Warrior, but not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for like action stuff or stuff that requires precision. Like this is like Tism-me. This is Aspie, right? But it's kind of like you go at your own pace. Okay, so now in this burner, okay, so I can fill this up. All right, so okay. Okay, so my power's going. Now I have to run lines from here to here. Hopefully I have enough supplies for wires. Also, I'm gonna be doing a lot of this stuff by hand. Okay, so that line will start up. How are we doing on power? We are... Okay, so my capacity is actually 70. Okay, so we've got plenty of headroom with this power as it is. I needs to... Oh, this power line's maxed? Hold on. Hold up. Oh, I don't have copper wire. Shit. I don't have enough copper wire to keep building. I'm gonna need to build stuff by hand. It's already happening. I've already screwed myself. But that's gonna build rods or plates? What's this building? Yeah, that's gonna just churn metal rods. I'm out of copper though. I can't build more cable without copper, so I'll pick up any leaves or wood along the way. Okay, here's copper. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, this hog's gotta go. Nothing personal, pal. You're in my way. I must exploit. You know what? I'm gonna throw a portable miner down. I think I have a couple. Right? I have one. I have one portable miner. No. I'll just mine. I'll just mine a bunch by hands. Yeah, that is the early game. Decepticon and I we have a save. It's on his system. But Decepticon and I have a save that's like well over 100 hours old. And we have all this shit automated. But because of how co-op works, it's on his system. But yeah, we've got like a 120-hour save that's like very deep. We've got all this stuff automated. I like the early game though. I like how sort of chaotic it is because you sort of just have to get things done at whatever cost. The game doesn't particularly care how you get things done. The game just wants you to hit those milestones. Okay, so I'm gonna build some copper ingots. And what's the cable recipe? Cable recipe is 2 copper wire. Okay. Because I need to build power poles. Okay, so I was short on wire, not cable. Yeah, because I haven't used a lot of cable. Alright, so I can daisy chain this line over here. Yep, that'll work. It's not pretty, but it'll get it done. Okay, so now that's gonna run. Why is this red? Okay, so it doesn't have input, but it will in a second. Okay, so that is... And then I have to get my... concrete spinning. Okay, yeah, my concrete is just down there. So, yep, I've got enough for a couple of more power poles. I'm missing metal rods. Well, I've got metal rods, as it turns out. Why is this paused? No power. Okay. So this is not powered. Did I not plug this one in? No, I didn't. Here we go. I've got metal rods. I've got 67 of them. 6-7. Okay. Okay. I like the I like the early game creep because you can establish your basic needs relatively quickly and it's satisfying to do so. So power that on. Okay, so now we've got our limestone cranking. Okay, so we've got plates. We've got, ooh, okay, yellow slug there. Blue slug there. Oh, can I get that guy? I would like to get that guy. I think I can jump for it. And I'll get some of these barrel nuts. Okay, and there's more limestone over there. Okay. Okay, this is our first power slug. Okay, and we've got a ton of iron here. This is good to know.
This semi-slug species
We've got
seems to
iron and
persist
limestone.
entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production.
Okay, so we only need 100 plates.
Store this potential resource for later use.
Oh, I'll store it. I'll store it. What's our limestone production rate? Only 15 per minute. Okay. Okay. I would spin up more limestone, but I don't really have the scale to... run that much power right now. And when you're in the bioburner phase, you constantly have to be gathering. And I don't have the chainsaw yet. So I have to be doing a lot of this. Oh no, the gas. Okay. What are you doing on these? 38. Yeah, that's really slow. Okay, that's burning 10 per minute. So that's doing okay. Okay, so our power's doing okay. What other milestones? Okay, so we're working on base building now. I should go for field research. Screws? Fuck. Screws suck. I hate screws. Yeah. I'll do everything on level 1 first. So I'll do base building, logistics, then research. Okay. I forgot where the flashlight is. Flashlight B. Okay, so those are just spinning. I'm gonna explore for a bit. I don't have a map yet, and my only point of reference is the hub. But while those are spinning up, I can gather fiber, and I can go slug hunting. Because slug hunting is very easy to do at night. See, like, there's one up there. I'm just gonna see what's over here. I can go for spheres and slugs. Yes! Hell yeah, that's 2 slugs already. Whatever slugs I can gather now, that's easy power shards in the early game. And power shards really matter. Okay. Get that fiber. Okay, there's more impure iron over here. I always like to go shard hunting and slug hunting at night. I may not be able to cheese this. Nope. When I have the ability to build foundations, I might be able to come back. However, I may be able to cheese it this way. Nope, not quite. Not quite. Can I build an equipment workshop? I can, and I think I need to because I need to build more mining equipment. I just realized I think I only have like 1 more miner, so I'll build a workshop near the hub. Oh, and there's a Mercer sphere up there. I see it. There's a Mercer sphere up there. There's a gold slug up there. Blue slug up there. Okay. I'm getting a feel for the land and what I could possibly exploit. Alright, so those are just churning. All right, so we have our rods. So those are our rods. These are our plates. So plates and rods are done. Now we need 200 limestone. 200 limestone is probably going to be the one that's going to take the most time, because at present our limestone production is only like 15 per minute or something. It's low. I'm going to store these slugs. Basically anything I can't use now. Yeah, so the slugs, the hog remains, anything I can't use now, I'm storing in the container. But I could turn this in, I could turn that in, and then I need the 200 limestone. It may be beneficial for me to spin up more limestone. I think I should. Because at this rate, it's going to take too long. Like, I'll check on this one to see how it's doing. But I think this is going to take way too long. I think this is going to take way too... 74. Okay. Well, I'll spin up a second one, just because I think I have one more miner. Yeah, I have one more miner. And it would be good in theory to stretch power over here. So actually, yes, let me start bringing power over here. There it is. This is a good cable run because this cable network can cover multiple machines as we move over here. So it is good to lay that infrastructure, I guess. Because then I can run some iron mining. I can mine iron and limestone, which I think will eventually lead to reinforced beam production. I need to get this cap off of the limestone. Okay. I will... Yep. Put its output in this direction. Bothers me that I can't build foundations yet. And then I need a constructor. Oh, I need cable. Okay. I need to go back to the hub and build cable. And then after this, I need to get copper production, like proper copper production online. $26. Okay, nearly there. It's funny, by the time I have my second limestone mining operation up, I'm not gonna need that anymore. But that's how this game is. Man, I don't have anything. I don't have zip lines. I don't have hyper tubes. I'm so used to like not late game stuff, but I'm like pretty used to mid game stuff. But I need to build cable. Do I even have the copper with which to do that? I do. Alright, I'm just gonna make as many copper ingots as I can. Yeah, because ultimately I am gonna need wire and cable. And I think cable is a 2-to-1 ratio to wire, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to do that. Going back to the hub. Drum break. Yeah, exactly. That's how it is. I love automation, and I don't like to make things manually, but it's necessary, unfortunately. Make it so that I have 20 cable, and then I'll craft the rest as wire. Okay, that should be enough for a bit. Where's that second limestone production? Bugs me not having a map. It really does. I should be able to follow the power cables though, because the power cables went in that direction, and then I stretched them out. Oh, it bothers me so much to see machines starting and stopping. I don't like it at all. Yep, okay, so here it is. Pick up these. Thank you for the 50, Meth Bear. Oh my goodness. You are the greatest. I appreciate your support. You have reached the goal. This is a successful stream now. I'm just joshing you. Thank you, Meth Bear. I appreciate you. Okay. You know what? That can spin for a bit. Sure. Yeah, I'm going to let that mine limestone for a bit. And then I'm going to try and make it compact and just route it directly to a constructor, although that's not going to snap to the grid, is it? Nope, it's not, because it's... Oh, no, yeah, it will. It'll snap to grid. And then I want a storage bin. Configure that to make concrete. And then plug it in. It ain't pretty, but it'll work. And in a while, we're gonna tear all this shit down. That's how it is. That's how it be. We are gonna need more power. I'm surprised the generators have run. Although biomass burners, if you do the biomass conversion, they do run for, they can power a good number of machines for a while. Okay, I have 702 leaves. Yeah, it's time to make more biomass. You can partially automate biomass though. What I've done in the past is you can make like manifold sorters where you can put your biomass, like your leaves or your wood, onto a production line where they are converted to the correct biomass respectively. Okay, yeah, dude, this has plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. Okay. So what I'm going to do actually is I want to make an equipment workshop. And I should. It costs nothing. Yeah, nothing to make an equipment workshop. I want to make an equipment workshop. I want to make 4 portable miners. And then I want to make a storage chest. And I want to place it next to my power production line for now. can't make... Why can't I make a storage chest? I can't make anything? Wow, okay. Well. So here's what I'll do. I'll do the biomass conversion. And then I'll just put a bunch of pre-made biomass into this container. And then whenever I need to load the burners, I'll just load the burners. Because if there's one thing that sucks is like when your shit runs low, having to gather biomass manually. So that's good. That's good. We'll put the leaves in there. We'll put the extra wood in there. Okay. So now I've got biomass to fall back on. And plates and rods are just stacking. I should have 200... I should have 200 concrete, pretty much. Yeah, we have 137 now. So what I'll do, just so I have them on me, is ooh, I damaged myself a little bit. Look at me. 137, 185, and then the produce from this line right here should be what I need for base building. And then after I send the base building products up, I will work on copper lines. What's my power overhead? Oh, I've got room. I've got room for like 1 or 2 copper assembly lines on this current power setup. I don't think I need new burners. After I get copper in place, I am gonna need new burners. And then once I get splitters and mergers, is when I can automate my biomass and automate my well, semi-automate my power production. You can't automate biomass entirely, but you can come close. You can simplify it. You can streamline it quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. So this produce puts me over the top. Here's that. Hit the big button.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for
Yay.
improving factory organization.
Bye.
Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to
Hell
manage
yeah.
placement of any structure.
I'm not going to worry about foundations until it's time to like retool and rebuild.
Prior to planetfall.
Let's
memories of beloved humans and or animals would
let's select our second milestone. Our second milestone's probably going to be logistics. I mean, that makes sense to get us lifts, splitters, and mergers. And I need copper. I need a copper line, and I need wire. Oh, oil production is where the game begins, arguably, because oil production can be complex to set up, but once you have oil production set up correctly and you've dealt with your byproducts and you have it automated and you have either a network of sinks or like trucks taking away your byproducts, or even if you're like packaging and shipping your byproducts for your oil production, the power struggle is over, pretty much. Oil production's, I mean, coal production changes the game significantly because coal production is the process in which you can completely automate power. Like, I remember when Decepticon and I first broke into coal production, we're like, you mean we don't have to load stuff into burners every 20 minutes? This is phenomenal. Then you can focus on like logistics, design, and building. Like truly. Let's see. I feel like there's a better option for copper near the hub. No. Kinda, sorta. What I'll do is I'll pull a power pole over this way. And I'll run it this way. I don't like that I'm going to spread my production this far out, but until we can get tractors and I can start, I'm a big believer in central storage. On the save that I deleted, I had a very complex sorting system. I had a central storage warehouse where I could basically take stuff to a truck station, just unsorted goods to a truck station, and then I had a network of smart splitters and mergers that would sort products into boxes, and like each little room had its products. It was cool. It was cool as shit. Alright, this is going fine. It's 4 per minute. Okay. I need to make more copper. It said I was missing cable. So let's just exhaust that into cable. We're gonna have copper in a minute. I'll focus on wire because that's what the milestone requires of me. But what am I missing? I'm missing wire now? Well, okay. I have an idea. Here's what I'll do. Is there a hog on me? There definitely is. I'm gonna get to the copper deposit and then mine some. Like just chisel some. And then I'll build a portable workbench out here. I don't have time to be running back and forth from the hub constantly when I need to, you know, get 4 wire. Crafting bench. Yep. So I'll just plop this down here for now. And I have to mine the cap off anyway. I'll get like 100 copper or so. Who keeps calling me? Some random number I don't recognize keeps calling me. Whatever. Okay. Turn these all into wires and then turn some of the wires into cable. That's how it works. We need 300 copper wire, but I want to say copper wire production is like pretty quick once you automate it. Or I should say at baseline, like one linear line of copper production is like relatively quick. You can produce like what 30 or 60 per minute or something. I don't remember the exact ratio, but it's pretty good. I'll craft all these up and then I'll turn some of these into cable. I'll get myself 40 cable. Yeah, because I want to keep some of my wire on me. Yep. And you know what? Do I have the supplies with which to build a miner? Miner Mark 1. Okay, so how's this going to work logistically? I should push the output this way. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's exactly it. I must be on somebody's list because I've been getting stuff from Connecticut and New York area codes, and I've lived both in Connecticut and New York, so I must be on somebody's like random list. Okay, so twere we to make wire. That's gonna bring up the ore. I need to smelt these into ingots, and I'm just gonna make one linear system because I don't have splitters yet, and then I'll just make one constructor. I'm missing reinforced iron plate. Okay. So reinforced iron plates, I'm gonna have to go back to the hub. I can't manufacture those yet. I can't automate manufacturing them yet, but I think I can make screws and I can make iron plates. Oh, I remember this. Here's the sand pit. I have to make sure not to fall down here. There's a sand deposit underground though. I remember this. That's a big boy. I'm just gonna run from him. I can't fight him. I can't fight the alpha hog with what I've got. I'm just gonna have to avoid him. Oh, did he die? He did take damage. You know what? No, I'm gonna have to kill him. Or try. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I am. Can't get me in here, can you? I need to put nuts in my hands. Fuck you. I'm cheesing it. I'm cheesing it. Fuck you. Fuck you. He was just gonna keep chasing me. But I need to make reinforced iron plates. I can make iron ingots, so let's start there. I think reinforced iron plates is what? What's the recipe? It's plates and screws. Well, I have plenty of plates. I have a surplus of plates. So I'll just take these ingots and I'll make a bunch of screws. I think it's 12 to 1 or something. Yeah. It's 12 to 1 or something. And then I need to re-up on plates and rods. I just used a bunch of them. And then reinforced plates. Go in. I can make 8, so I might as well make 8. Okay. Yeah, it's in this direction. Okay. I'm going to use this rock to jump for now. It'll be nice when we have foundations and zip lines, but for now, this is what I got to get around. It's what we got. There we go. Oh yeah, I was trying to make a constructor, but I was out of plates with which to do so. Has a brother who lives in North Albany. Okay, Albany is way north of me, but that's interesting. This rock is in the way. I wish I had obelisks. Yeah, Albany is way north of me. It's not what I'd consider close to the Hudson Valley. Although, like, almost everything is north of us. It's just the way it works. Okay, so this is the constructor. What's going to make wire? 30 per minute. Okay, so that's going to take about 10 minutes. What I will do is I'll make a storage bin at the end of the chain. Yeah. I'll make a storage bin at the end of the chain. And then, I never ran power over here. Whoops. Yeah, I never ran power over here. Unfortunate. Unfortunate that I never ran power over here. I should have been thinking ahead. Speaking of power, I'm definitely going to need to refill my burners next time around. I think I will. I think I will just for funsies. Surface too uneven. Line is too long. Okay, it'll let me do this. And where's that copper? Okay, copper is over here. No, Albany is a cool city. It's just, it's pretty cool. It's just, I don't know. There are better places than Albany, to be honest. I wouldn't like living so far north, to be honest. And Albany isn't even really, compared to like the rest of the state, Albany isn't really that far north. But it's basically what starts upstate, based on what a lot of people say. People say that I'm upstate, but I always have to be like, no, we're not upstate at all. We're actually like, we're pretty far south. Like, we're less than 2 hours from Connecticut, you know? If you can get to another state in 2 hours, you're not upstate. Considering you can drive 5 hours from where we are and still be in New York, you know? Okay, I think this is all configured. So that's gonna mine, that's gonna smelt, and that's gonna construct. Okay, so our wire's cranking. And I hope when this machine powers up, which it will in a second, when this machine powers up, okay, so our power grid is still up. Are we close? Yeah. I need another biomass burner, probably. I need to add another biomass burner to the chain. Oh shit! We blew a fuse. Now I wonder, was that a current issue or was I out of fuel? I guess we can investigate. What does this say? No, I think we're out of fuel. I think one of the burners ran out of fuel, which caused the fuse to blow. Because it's just one fuse, because I don't have this grid subdivided. But I have plenty of reserve fuel there. I'll craft up my biomass. It's quick enough to do so, and then I want 3 full stacks of biomass, and then I'll just put 200 in each generator. $200. Yeah, okay. So I do have 3 full stacks. Okay. So that's full. That's full. Oh yeah, this ran out of fuel. That's full. Then we can sort to merge those stacks. If I turn this back on, it should just work, because one of them ran out of fuel. Yep. And we're back up. Cool. Okay, so while that's churning, I should have enough plates and rods to turn in theory. Yeah, this only needs 150. So I've got the plates and rods, so I'm gonna turn these in. Just to turn them in. Okay, so the plates and rods, and then the wire is cranking. What do I need? What do I need for another burner? You know what? I should build another burner. I'm not going to turn it on yet, but I should just add another burner. I'm gonna end up moving this, I'm gonna end up moving my power grid, for sure. But I'll place another biomass burner, like here. Okay. And then I'm gonna do some more prospecting, some more exploring. Well, that's churning. I could go pick up my limestone. I actually should pick up my concrete, because foundations are gonna become important soon. And I'm gonna need lots of this. I'm gonna need lots of this to get foundations. My goal for this stream is to be at the point where I can build the space elevator. I don't think I'll build it this stream, but I want to get to the point where I can build it. And then I'll check on my copper production. See how it's going. Oh, it'll be so nice when I can build like roads and ramps. I want tractors. Tractors are going to change everything. I want tractors, and I want solid biofuel. Solid biofuel changes pretty much everything. But I do enjoy the feeling and the pace of the early game, because you can just I can't plot anything because I don't have the MAM and I don't have access to a map, but it is fun kind of just following your power lines, you know? I need 300. Maybe I spin up more copper. Maybe I spin up more copper production. Maybe 2 copper lines are better than 1. Yeah. Methinks. Methinks 2 copper lines are better than 1. Is there more copper out here? If there is, I'll get one going. There is. It's copper 150 meters. So I can build power out to here. See, when I have better belts, I'm just going to build like a big-ass copper factory. Like a massive copper factory. Right now, I'm just building things that work. Eventually, I will build a giant copper factory where all of the ore belts just consolidate into a manifold, but I can't make manifolds yet. All right, you're just a baby hog. Zap you to death. Once I get splitters and mergers, which is soon, I'm gonna build a bunch of manifold line. Ooh, this is a normal copper ore. Okay, I'll build off of this one. I'm gonna end up rebuilding these very, very soon. But such is life. I need miner. I'll push the production this way. This way. Maybe not quite. This way. Miner. Smelter. Come on now. Constructor. I'm missing cable. Okay. Okay. I can solve that problem because I have copper production out here and I have a production bench, so I can grab some wires. Yeah, I can grab some wires. Or I have wires on me, in theory. Yeah. I've got 200 wires on me. Where did I put this bench? Here. And I can make cable. I'm gonna make 50. 50 handmade cables. Okay. And I won't really... I'm going to end up tearing all of this down and rebuilding it in probably like less than an hour, but the game is iterative, you know? You know? You can't reach autistic levels of efficiency your first time up the tech tree. Game doesn't work that way. Hear that? It's all inefficient and slow. I can't overclock, I can't underclock, I can't balance my machines. Right now I'm just brute forcing through it to get stuff to work. Hello. Oh wait, I remember how to tame these guys. Hold on. Hey. Hey. All right, what should I name this guy? I'll name him Jasper. Jasper. And I will give you okay. I have a lizard doggo named Jasper now. Now he'll never leave me alone. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I was building a constructor. Constructor. Okay. Okay. This... And then a storage bin. I'm realistically going to end up tearing all this shit down in like 20 minutes. But it's good to build for the culture. And then this should spin up. And how's my power? Okay, we're basically redlining on the power. So whatever I do next, I am going to need more of those burners firing. But let's see how many wires this one made. And see if I have enough to turn in. I ended up with 112 just from kind of messing around. We are very close. We just need 60 more. I'm just going to gather fuel for a bit, and I'll come back in a couple of minutes. And then I'll have the 60 more and then some. Okay. Look how fast that production is. My word. And then deeper into the forest is more copper. What I'll do when I get splitters and mergers is I can move the ore further, and I can make manifolds. And manifolds will be able to do two things. They'll just make it more efficient in general. Okay, there we go. We have 300. Manifolds will make it more efficient in general because I can consolidate the manufacturing, the construction, and the storage all in one place so that everything goes to basically one box or a series of boxes. Because I'll be able to like move and ship ore using belts. It'll be long belts. I'll need a lot of plates with which to make this work, but it's totally workable. Once you have splitters and mergers. That's why I wanted to do logistics next. And I have plates and rods that have been churning that whole time while I was working on the copper lines. So...
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift.
Field
to save
research.
space and enhance
Okay, so the only thing I'm not producing
factory.
is screws.
Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Okay. I'm gonna turn all this shit off. Actually, the best way to shut down lines is you shut down your ore manufacturing first. Shut them down, let your other machines run their product through, and then you can kind of like sunset the lines. Why I want to shut these down is I want to merge this iron production into one thing, because both of these merge would give me 60 ore per minute. This requires 15 ore per minute. So I can use one of these machines to make, I can basically manifold one of these outputs here into four smelters, and then I can manifold that further. Manifolds are going to be like a massive game changer. I think what I'll do is I'll let this production run out, and then I'll make more manifolds. Yeah. Because I need to get screw production up and running. Okay, so I've got splitters and mergers. I've got plenty of rods to make belts. Yeah, so I'm going to let these machines empty out. Yeah, I'm going to let these machines empty out. I need 300 screws. 300 screws. That's going to suck. And how many rods per batch of screws? I'll just plunk this down here. Figure it out. Okay, so 10 rods per screw. Okay, so that needs 10 rods makes 40 screws. Okay. That's actually not so bad if we're just talking screws. It's the plates that suck. Okay, so this is shut down. These are shut down completely. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a while to run out. I want these lines to run down, and then I'm gonna create manifolds. Can I build foundations? I can. Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild them on foundations after they run out. I should put the hub on a foundation too. You know what? I'm going to rebuild all this shit. I'm going to rebuild all this shit once this line runs out. And then I'll have to come back and rebuild my copper stuff. What's the cheapest foundation to build? I remember, isn't there... There's another foundation that's just concrete, isn't there? I should also, when this line runs out, I'm going to rebuild my power too. I'm going to rebuild my power stuff because I want my power to churn in a very specific way. I think I've got it worked out in my head. Here, can I build... I can build a tower. That's nice. How much ore does this have left? 23. Okay. So this line has almost ran out. Once this runs down. Okay, and this is just concrete. This is fine. This is actually fine to keep churning the way it is. Yeah, that and that is fine. Oh, you know what? I should actually build up my iron production here. This is a way better spot for iron production. I may consider moving the hub over here too. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. But I'll rebuild iron over here. Yeah, because I have 3 normal. And what does normal output get me? I don't even remember. It's normal 60? I want to say, yeah. 60 per minute. Yeah. I want to start iron production over here with a manifold set. That's what you do. Iron production here with a manifold set. Use the foundations. I can already take advantage of foundations here. Ha ha ha. I win. I win. Yes. That's so good. Okay. Okay, this line is running out. This says 85 ore. Okay, so what I'll do is, when this line runs down, I think I'm going to call it a stream. And then on the next time I play, whenever I play, I'm going to redo all of this, essentially. And just get aggressive with screws. So actually, I'm going to call the stream there. Been going almost an hour and a half. Pretty decent stream. Didn't want to stream a ton today. I may stream again tonight. I may stream some Hitman. So if you watch the stream, big ups. Big ups Meth Bear for hanging out in the chat. Thank you for the 50, brother. I appreciate you. And see everybody next time. Bye.